So with Bayley losing to Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship at Extreme Rules, it begs the question, what is next for Bayley? And I think I may have the answer. And if they decide to do my idea, they need to implement it right now, exactly tonight on Raw, or it's just not going to work. Now, before we go into that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you like the content, give me a like. And if you disagree with me, you have a better idea than me, let me know in the comment section. That's the only reason why I do these type of videos, because I just love to hear what people have to say, whether they agree with me or disagree with me, whether it's a bad idea, a good idea, whatever the case may be. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into it. Now, we saw Bianca Belair single-handedly destroy Damage Control. Not Bayley, she didn't get squashed, but I'm talking about Io Sky and Dakota Kai. After they pushed Bianca off the top of the ladder, had her hit her face on the rope, lay on the ground, they jumped her. Bianca Belair said, I don't feel like being hurt right now. I'm going to just eat those hands and feet and decide that it's about dinner time. So I'm going to give you a double KOD with extra cheese for dinner. And that's just what happened, which was kind of a weird choice. But you know what? It is what it is. It happened. I'm not a part of WWE, whatever. Now, what I think they should do next with Bayley is tonight on the season premiere of Raw, they need to introduce something that people have been clamoring for, have been wanting, have been putting out rumors for, have been asking for. And that is the Women's IC Championship. And as we know, when it comes to introducing new titles, we need to have a tournament for it, which I love tournaments. I love tournaments because it gives people a lot of time to shine. People who have been on TV, they get to get back on and showcase their skills. It can put people over. It can start new feuds. It's so many things that it can happen from a tournament that everybody can benefit from. So I think that would be a good idea. Now, while this first round of the tournament, I think this has to happen tonight, is the first round of the tournament, and obviously it happens on SmackDown and alternates. But another thing that definitely needs to happen tonight is that we saw at the end of Extreme Rules that when Liv Morgan was getting interviewed, it was online. It wasn't on Peacock, but it was online. Liv Morgan was bald in the corner. She looked like she was in a dark place, kind of like somebody put her in timeout. But she looks like she's turning heel, which I've been waiting for a long time. And this will be a perfect moment for Damage Control to recruit her, because although I think Liv Morgan would make a great heel, I don't think she will be a great heel by herself. And some people, as a heel, benefits a lot from being in a faction. You see what's happening to Dominic. You see what's going on with Sami Zayn, even though he's great by himself, but him being in a faction is definitely helping him. So I think this will be a great idea. And on top of that, to kill two birds with one stone, that can be the Damage Control with the new recruit Liv Morgan can be the first team for Survivor Series, the War Game match, the actual War Game match. So it'll be Damage Control, Io Sky, Dakota Kai, Bayley, and Liv Morgan, right? Now, as you guys already know where I'm going with this, at the end of this tournament, regardless of who's the participants, who's involved, or whatever the case may be, just make it good. At the end of the day, it needs to be Bayley holding up that Intercontinental Championship. Now, with her career, it's put a lot of first in there. She was the first Triple Crown when it comes to the women, the first Grand Slam champion when it comes to the women. She was one of the first women tag team champions, and now she can be the first IC women's champion, or the women's IC champion, whatever way you want to put it. It is what it is. As long as the belt has a good design, that's all I'm really concerned about. But with that happening, we all know what that means. When somebody's holding the IC title, that means at some point they're going to get propelled into the title scene, the heavyweight title scene, if that's what you want to call it. And a lot of us, the history of the IC title has a lot of good history behind it. So Bayley starting off with that title, whoever she decides to pass it on to, down the line, in my personal opinion, I think it should be Shotzi Blackheart, but that's neither here nor there. Let's see what's going on with her. But I think that that's what they need to do with her. Now, when it comes to the War Games match, this is how it should be set up. We saw at Extreme Rules at the end, or I think it was at the end of the show, we saw that Charlotte had a video package, and obviously that means she's coming back. Now, they should bring her back tonight, but I think they should bring her back as a face. Now, as unbelievable as she is as a face, because I agree, I don't believe nothing that comes out of her mouth when she's a face. I think now with Triple H at the head of everything going on, I think they can put her in a believable storyline where she kind of tries to cozy up to Bianca Belair. Like, we all know she's vindictive. We all know Charlotte, always has some ulterior motives. She smells gold and she feels like it's owed to her. But if they can write some type of story to make her a little bit more believable, where she supports Bianca Belair and things like that. Obviously, Bianca Belair is not going to like accept how she is. Bianca's going to be completely skeptical, but let's build up to that to eventually get to a point where Charlotte is going to turn to Bianca Belair. But before the turn happened, right now we can have Bianca Belair, Charlotte, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka versus the new Damage Control in a War Games match. Now, people will say, well, it doesn't make any sense. Charlotte and Bianca Belair on the same team, that doesn't make any sense. That's overkill. That's OP. But you got to think about this. Out of that entire group, that entire team that I named, with Alexa Bliss, with Charlotte, with Bianca Belair, and with Alexa Bliss, only one person has experience in being in a War Game match. On the other side, you have Io Shirai, or Io Sky, I'm sorry, and you have Dakota Kai. Two people who have experience in a War Game match, which gives them a slight advantage in that particular department. So I think that will be a great War Games match. I don't know at what point in time they should have this turn happen with Charlotte. I think if it happened at War Games, it'd probably be a little bit too fast. But like, just play onto the storyline over time. Let her be a face for a while, and then build up to that turn at one point of another. So I think even, regardless of what happened at War Games, I think Bayley should win that match. I think Damage Control should win that match, definitely. But at the end of the day, we need to have Bayley have that title to complete the group. What they should do with Liv Morgan down the line, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, maybe they won't do my idea, but I think that that's the best course of action for Bayley right now. We need to do something with her. I don't think she should have came back and lost a title match like that. That is a strange choice to me. I feel like Bianca Belair should have lost the title and chased after it and win Royal Rumble, get to WrestleMania, win against another horsewoman as another jewel on her crown of achievements. But Triple H has a different idea in place. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you guys think that's a great idea? Do you think it's a terrible idea? I'm sure there's people on both sides. And if you have a better idea than this, let me know in the comment section. Let's discuss as a wrestling family to see who can come up with a better idea for this whole entire situation. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I wanted to get this out as fast as possible since Raw is tonight. Salute, peace, have a good day.